Hey all, you know what time it is? It's that time for the Friday evening beer review. And what are we reviewing? Well, we're reviewing another beer from Hana. Uh, I really want to try the cold IPA, but it seems to be sold out, and the sour can wait because I know sours tend to sit on the shelves here in Hawaii. Sours are not popular in Hawaii. I think I'm the only fan of sours. Well, actually, there's other people who like sours, but they're not actually like beer drinkers. It's like people who like sours tend to be wine drinkers, I find. They're like, hey, wow, this is an interesting beer, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get to this particular beer here. And it is called Rice Breaker. This is a Tokyo style Pilsner, aka a Japanese lager. I'm not sure why they gave it that very unique style appellation there. And you can see it is of a sumo wrestler on a pile of rice with a samurai sword, which he's holding in an odd fashion, honestly. So yeah, interesting, interesting iconography there. I'm sure some of my watchers out there in Japan will be interested in that. And yeah, so let's go and read the back here and see here. There's some Japanese. Of course, my camera doesn't want to go in. Ah, there we go. So let's get to this. Let's break the rice. I wonder if you know how they get down in Tokyo. We've been partying with our neighbors across the street at the rice factory to bring you this delicate Japanese style rice lager, showcasing Yume Pirika rice from Hokkaido. The combination of ingredients boasts snappy lemon zest with a sake-like finish. You could say, "Sugoi oishii." It's really delicious. Most of the time, we end up saying, "Kanpai." Cheers. Have fun, be safe, and break the rice with this one. Oh boy, I really need to start getting glasses. I cannot read these beer labels anymore. So here's another little bit of Japanese here. Let's see here. Trying to see if I can get it. It's easier for me to read. Ki no, and I cannot read that kanji. Insert key here. Okay. I forgot what the Japanese word for insert was. Okay. So let's not let this warm up anymore. It's a rice lager, best enjoyed cold. 4.2 ABV. Oh, perfect. A pale straw yellow, ample carbonation. Look at that. It's creating carbonation like whirlpool in there. Very pale straw yellow. Um, Frothy white head. Oopsie, I got on my nose here. Yeah. So got some earthy slash floral hopping and a very grainy malt smell there. It's kind of cold and it's kind of overtopping the head, so it's kind of hard for me to get a good. See here. Yeah. So it's kind of got that sort of ricey smell that rice lagers have. It's not actually rice. It's just kind of like grainy. A little, I guess, it's a little bit evocative when you open up a bag of uncooked rice. You can smell that there. That's what I mean by ricey, not really like a cooked rice smell. Okay, onto the palate now. Mmm. Decent carbonation bite. Clean finish. Just a slight hint of hopping on the palate. The mids is really where all the action's at. You get a good dose of malty sweetness there, but completely clears by the finish. Up front, it's fairly dry. Sort of biting carbonation, as well as some hop bitterness there before that sweetness kicks in and the hops reassert itself. It is much sweeter than other rice lagers that I've had, but it is still dry. It's just there's a real burst of sweetness in the mids there. Kind of grainy, slightly floral hop note for the top note. Lots of malt character there in that mids. On the palate, towards the finish, slightly resiny character towards in the hopping. And of course, very refreshing. I'm guessing that sort of yeah, this is really a malty sweetness. You know, like sweet rice there in the mids. It almost makes it not to style. But since the front is so crisp and biting and the finish is dry, I'm going to say it's to style. Style being rice lager, Japanese rice lager. Again, this is much more sweet than others that I've had, and a bit less taste complexity in regards to like the malting. I'm not getting, it's kind of ricey, grainy, sweet. But all in all, pretty satisfying. This would go really well. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Kind of reminds me of sushi rice. The one that has a sweet vinegar added to it. That's what the mids are like. So yeah, this would pair extremely well with sushi. Mm. And yeah, yeah, I would say I'm really digging this. It's not the best craft Japanese rice lager that I've had. Um, Go back, I've done quite a few of those, mostly from Maui Brewing. They really pumped out like a few where they were doing different rice varietals there. Uh, I think the one from, I believe it was Kyoto Brewing. Wasn't it? Was it Kyoto Brewing or was the other one? It's the one that's got like, um, the people in, the farm workers in the rice paddy as like the can and bottle art. That one was amazing. Um, this one is not as good as that, but it is, enjoyable. I could see myself enjoying this um, at a sushi bar or just again. Yeah. So, Ricebreaker Tokyo Style Pilsner from Hana. Yeah, I guess it's got a little bit of Pilsner character. That hopping definitely does have a Pilsner character, but I have to say that the malting is really what's defining it there, that malt in the mids. Um, but yeah, give this a shot if you can find it. Doubt you can find it outside of Hawaii, but hey, that's why why my channel is a lot of Hawaii beer reviews because well, there's other beer reviewers. I think there's like two other beer reviewers from Hawaii, but they kind of do. One of them's actually like really the two big guys. I don't actually watch their channel because um, they I don't know why it just didn't vibe with me. But they got a pretty serious beer channel. But yeah, I review a lot of local beers that you really only can get in Hawaii. And but if you're ever in Hawaii, give this one a shot. That is your beer review for this evening. Cheers.